the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. And it is Raptor basketball tonight as the Toronto Raptors go up against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball, looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. So we're right around halfway through the season. Jack, a lot of trade discussions happening. What are your keys to making a great deal?
Well, it depends on your goal. You want to win now? You want to win later? A combination of both? Does your analysis ever make changes out of emotion?
Well, acquiring players that fit your system. You have to have a system first. That's the key. And if your trade looks too good to be true, it probably is.
I meant to say do your analysis, never make changes out of emotion.
Okay.
See, I was emotional when I was talking about it.
Well, I heard you. I understood it. I understood
All right.
it.
You did?
Not really, but.
Me either. And now with the tip-off, coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Earlier this season, it was Toronto who came out on top in the last matchup against Chicago.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
And you can be sure they will be counting on their reserves to step up again in a big way.
Steve, compared to when you played, talk about elements of the game that are now easier for the players than, like I said, when you play.
I think you start on the floor, the game is less physical. There's no more handshaking. There's no more chucking. There's no more hard fouls when they're throwing you up against the stanchion. And then I think off the court, the travel. I started when we flew commercial, Kevin. Now every team is flying private. I think the travel is definitely easier for players.
Not only flew commercial, Smitty, but we used to fly in the first flight out every morning, like 6 a.m.
Yes.
flights after a game, after a night game.
I remember those days. The positive was you didn't practice a lot when you got to those cities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Chicago right now, and down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. Here's Lowry. After the made shot from Wendell Carter. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And on the road, their perimeter shooting really helped to kind of keep the crowd out of the game.
You know, I was surprised to see how comfortable they were in that environment. Shot a very high percentage from way beyond the arc.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Done outside. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Down low. Here's Carter. No good off the back of the rim. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Raptors. Still without a basket in the game. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a problem anytime, but especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort.
Now here's Porter. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington. Here's Markkanen. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Markkanen's got his second basket of the night.
You have to be impressed with the way this kid shoots the ball. Markkanen built for that mid-range game.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
You look at Lowry Markkanen, he's a 7-foot fluid basketball player. Most European players not known for their athleticism, but his mobility is pretty good for a player his size.
The Raptors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. To end the drought. And it's Gasol getting it to go.
We know he can shoot it from the outside, but I love to see Mark down there on the block.
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Carter outside. And the pass to Levine. Pass to Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Stolen by Carter. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Dunn passes to Carter. Outside, Levine. Fires it up. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Dunn. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Dunn kicks to Porter. Back to Dunn. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Dunn will break you down if you don't stay connected to him.
Dunn against Lowry. Pass to Siakam. Clock at 6. Back to Lowry. 3-pointer. Cans it from downtown.
If Lowry gets his feet set under him on a catch and shoot like that, the odds are it'll go in.
Gasol with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Siakam, guarded by Porter. Over Dunn. Second shot opportunity. And Gasol gets it to go. Gasol's got his second basket of the game.
You know, he's smart. He's steady. Marc Gasol, he just knows where to position himself to make that play.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Count it. Good.
Nice interior passing. And then the strong finish.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Jim Boylan. He said in the first meeting between these teams, his guys weren't as sharp as they needed to be offensively. And he thinks that cost them the game. He told me, if we take care of the basketball and execute in half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a good position to win tonight. Well, we'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, David. Their focus is going to be on good shot selection here early, guys.
And it's going to take a team effort. They can't have guys going solo and getting themselves into tough one-on-one situations.
It wouldn't hurt to focus on their low post game. It doesn't get any more high percentage than those easy looks in tight.
Levine wide open. Buries it from 3-point range. Levine's got 5 points so far.
Nice form, the elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic looking shot.
Young with the steal. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they've got a nice groove going right now offensively. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's VanVleet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He kicks to Gasol. Shot to stop the run. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Well, Steve, for the Raptors the last few years, regular season hasn't been a problem. It's been all about the playoffs.
Yeah, the Raptors have the goal of making it out of the East and to the finals. It's the right goal to have with the way they perform in the regular season. This team, they will always be measured by their playoff runs.
Raptors trail by 6. Uncovered. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Satoransky with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Young's shot is off. For Toronto, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Snatched away. And here's the fast break. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
Now, here's Valentine. 11 points for him in that last game against the Wizards in Washington. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Van Vliet. Satoransky covering. Right side Gasol. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gasol's got 8.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Hey, Smitty, with Serge Ibaka, you can bet when the games matter the most, he's going to be locked in.
Yeah, he can be inconsistent during the regular season, but he has another gear he can shift to in the playoffs, and they need that from him. He gives you intensity on both ends, and he can stretch the floor.
Some changes for Toronto. OG Anunoby comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Johnson in for Pascal Siakam. And Chicago also making a switch. Blakeney's checked in. Now here's Valentine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Toronto trailing. Payne looking around. The pass to Anunoby. Here's Van Vliet. His last outing, he had 8 points. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses. Fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
When you watch Anunoby play, he does so much well. Makes his teammates better. Not easy to do as a young wing player. He's a fantastic passer and does a very good job of reading the play.
One shot, gentlemen.
Well, with Anunoby, so much of his impact, Steve, doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
Yeah, that passing from the wing is what will set OG Anunoby apart in his career. Already a strong defender. Doesn't need to touch the ball to impact the game.
Now, here is Young. He had 10 points in the win against Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. Man, he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
Here's Satoransky. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
And checking out the numbers for Young. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up 9 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Now here's Payne.
Who's got ball?
Passes it to Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ibaka. Goes up again. Fader on the way. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And from that mid-range area, Serge gotten pretty reliable.
Pass to Valentine. It's stolen by Johnson. Payne finds Johnson.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Bulls trail by 8. Now Satoransky. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Valentine. Back to Satoransky. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Steve, you were kind of a positionless player when you played 6'8", highly skilled. Talk about some of the guys who really fit that bill in today's game.
I think guys like LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum does a fantastic job. Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, he's done a nice job. Gordon Hayward, those are the guys that are 6'8", 6'7", can do a lot of different things at that position. One of the best also at that position, Andre Iguodala, to be able to switch out on offense and also play different positions on the offensive end.
Excellent list. One thing the Bulls did a great job of last year, Steve, moving the basketball.
They also had pace and space. They ran at every opportunity. The guys were very unselfish. Despite all the losses, the Bulls were a fun team to watch.
Here's Van Vliet. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Chicago calls timeout. And Fred Van Vliet, the Wichita State product, took some time getting into the NBA, but my goodness, is he a factor now for this team?
You know, I love the way Van Vliet can create space with his movement and getting into a defender. Great at reading a defense and finding the right play. He thinks several steps ahead of the play when he's on the floor.
Powell, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chicago. Here's Payne. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Valentine, and the jam by Valentine.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now here's Payne. Satoransky covering. Ibaka right side. A baseline J. Back to Payne. Clock at 6. Powell kicks to Johnson. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 9 points. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Now here's Payne. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The pass to Ibaka. Yep, that one goes in there.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
Now here's Satoransky, guarded closely. Here's Markkanen. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
A big-time effort for Marc Gasol, providing a lot of energy for Toronto. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
They also want to be unpredictable. Mix up the play calling. Keep the defense guessing.
So the Bulls 5 right now. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Then there's Dunn. Then it's Porter. And it's Blakeney in at the 2 spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Toronto leading by 9. Outside Lowry. Passes it to Powell. Back to Lowry. Overdone. Lowry, good. Lowry's got 5 now.
And there's that soft release from Kyle Lowry on the jumper. Makes it look so easy.
Dunn against Lowry. Dunn dishes to Markkanen. Pass to Blakeney. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that 3rd foul this early.
And Toronto making a change here. Siakam's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Levine's checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the 2nd quarter here. It's Powell on the wing. Guarded by Porter. Ibaka, no luck.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Raptors leading by 9. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That is his 1st foul of the game. Marc Gasol's checked in for the Raptors. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the 2nd quarter. Siakam passes to Hollis Jefferson. 4 on the clock. Lowry inside the line. And again, Toronto no up. Bulls trail by 9. Dunn outside. Outside Levine. And here's Porter. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Siakam. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Porter. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Shoots. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Porter's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Lowry finds Gasol. Lowry against Dunn. Now here's Lowry, guarded closer. A stupendous finish in traffic. Lowry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's a grown man's basket right there by Kyle Lowry. He is so good at getting dirty down inside.
Carter outside. Outside Levine. Shoots over Powell. Levine can't hit.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Powell, that's good.
That was a well-timed play. Great anticipation by Marc Gasol.
Chicago calls timeout. Well, Steve, we have a viewer question that has come in here. It's Randy from Texas. And let me see if I can. Oh, he says, what's your favorite basketball movie?
The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, Kevin. That's my favorite basketball movie. There's a lot of them.
Is it really?
But I would say that was probably #1 for me.
No kidding. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Powell. And the Bulls making a change also. Young's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Gasol against Carter. Back to Levine. Young outside. Here's Porter. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Lowry. Pass to VanVleet. Over to the wing. Here's Siakam, guarded by Porter. Lowry can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 11. Dunn attacking. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Carter kicks to Dunn. Carter, the pass to Young. Dunn against Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's foul number 2 for him. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Kyle does a great job of not letting a defender get comfortable on a drive, and it earned the foul.
Well, not too long ago, Kyle Lowry was a free agent in high demand, Steve. Toronto signed him to that big contract, and it's worked out for both of them.
You know, the Raptors believed in Lowry and were willing to pay up to keep him. They see him as a vital part of this team now. Lowry took some time to mature as a player, but now it's paying off.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
This Toronto offense have been going through a transition the last few years. The team used to take a lot of mid-range shots and run a lot of ISOs. They switched to more of a ball movement-oriented style, and it paid off.
Both shots good from the stripe. Along with the Raptors' decrease in isolations, the amount of threes jumped up as well.
So true. 38% of shots last year were threes. Raptors took the 3rd most threes in the league last season. We'll see if that trend continues this season, but there has clearly been a shift in how they want to play.
Bulls trail by 15. Dunn looking over the floor. Trying to end the drought. That one misses. Some solid defense from Gasol.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Bulls have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Porter, no luck. Raptors leading by 15. Left side Lowry. Young with the steal. It's stolen. Hollis Jefferson passes to Siakam. The drive by Lowry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, It's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
That one is off.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Chicago making some changes. Felicio's checked in for Carter. Denzel Valentine comes in for Porter. And Satoransky subbed in for Chris Dunn. And he's good on the second.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
Here's Van Vliet. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
Woo, you know that's one he liked to have back. Point-blank range, and he missed it.
To the paint. Can they get it? And Gasol sends it back.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject a shot.
And that one drops for him. Hollis Jefferson's got 6. And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
Yeah, he is a bulldog. I mean, he scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position, and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's got 6. Siakam misses.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Levine kicks to Valentine. Inside, here's Young. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Raptors.
And the Raptors call time here.
Zach LaVine, a high riser, the 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Cameron Payne comes in for Kyle Lowry. Raptors leading by 16. Payne with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And from everything you hear, LaVine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Smitty, when you were playing, the league tinkered with the distance of the three-point line. Given the emphasis on perimeter offense now, should they consider moving it further out?
Kevin, please not. No way. Guys are shooting it 4 or 5 feet behind the line already. Now if you move it back, then they're going to move back to half court.
I know.
Keep the line the way it is right now. I like it the way it is right now, Kevin.
It's enough of a challenge, don't you think?
Yes, it is.
Valentine wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
The defense disrespecting his range. He goes ahead and buries it.
To the left side wing. Here's Van Vliet, guarded by LaVine. Van Vliet kicks to Payne. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Payne's got 5 now.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Toronto with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Van Vliet. And there's the pass to Siakam. Raptors moving the ball around.
The capacity at 7-1 to just survey the floor. You're not going to impede Gasol's vision.
Now Satoransky. 5 points in the game. Now here is Young. Gasol with the steal. Payne dishes to Johnson. Ball's knocked loose, but they recover it. And here is Satoransky. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Chicago has possession. Kicks it to Levine. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. He's got 9.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
Passes it to Gasol. Back to Van Vliet. To the inside. And Gasol with the dunk.
And it does not take much for Gasol to throw it down. Just feed the big man inside, and he's good to go.
Bulls trail by 18. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Payne. Drops in the breakaway layup. Payne's got 7 now in this quarter.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Now here's Valentine. He's guarded by Johnson. Levine kicks to Valentine. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Powell in for Payne. 1:15 left here in the second. Now here's Valentine. He's tightly guarded. Clock at 4. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
He's a deadly shot maker after setting the pick. Markkanen can roll to the cup or pop out for the jumper.
Van Vliet looking around. And the shot is good. Van Vliet's got 5. Bulls trail by 20. 41 seconds left to play here in the half. Valentine passes to Markkanen. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded by Johnson. 5 to shoot. From deep. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Blakeney. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Van Vliet. Can't connect from long distance.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Well, the truth is, he probably makes this shot a little more often than he should, so it's hard to resist.
And so it's Toronto closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They are in blowout territory, leading by 20. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their bench has provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. If they're serious about cutting into this deficit, it's gut check time. Ugh. You hear that, Ernie? I'm hitting my gut. Ugh. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Ugh. Gut check time, Ernie.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back to Canada. The famous Toronto sign here in Nathan Phillips Square, just in front of City Hall. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
He did a nice job reading their plays as they were developing. His anticipation was off the charts.
Toronto leading by 20.
Everybody talked about that huge Jimmy Butler trade last year. Some people criticized the Bulls' return in the deal, but the team seems happy with what they got.
We've got Hollis Jefferson. Powell is out there with Lowry, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Siakam in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Levine. Powell pulls it in. Well, talking about that trade, it's obvious the Bulls were thinking full-on rebuild.
Yeah, they got young assets in Zach LaVine and Chris Dunn. Lowry marketing was a great draft pick. Meanwhile, Jimmy Butler and the Wolves, they lost in the first round of the playoffs.
Wasted no time on that one. Porter's got the first bucket of the third here for Chicago. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Poked away and stolen by Dunn. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. On the wing, Levine, guarded by Powell. And it's Dunn penetrating. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Siakam kicks to Powell. Back to Siakam. Shot clock at 6. And the 3 off target. Bulls trail by 17. Outside, Porter. Out to Carter. Pass to Markkanen. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Powell. And the Raptors miss again.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Porter looking it over. Levine against Lowry. Outside, Levine. Chicago needs to get off a shot here, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Raptors leading by 17. Outside Lowry. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Really left alone that time. Gasol's got 12 in the game.
That was their 4th attempt of this half. They finally got one to go down.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And even now in his mid-30s, Marc Gasol is fantastic. I mean, he gives you everything you want at that center position. Strong defender and rebounder, and he has a host of ways to get you buckets.
And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. You look at the Raptors. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And, of course, the Bulls, 6.5 games behind them.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've made a big leap forward this season. Just being in the playoff discussion marks a ton of progress from where they were at this point a year ago.
This is a much different team now, especially in terms of attitude and effort. They are competitive night in and night out. That is something we weren't saying about this team last year.
And with Gasol, he continues to develop his outside shot, Greg, to act as a stretch center now.
Yeah, and really the combination of his three-ball shooting and his passing really, even at this stage of his career, makes him a tough cover. You worry if he'll settle too much for that outside shot, but boy, when he is on, there are few answers for slowing him down. And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And here are the Raptors now. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Lowry kicks to Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. 14 points for Marc Gasol.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
It's stolen by Lowry. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Misses off the right iron.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
It's good. Markkanen's got 8 points.
Everyone knows about Markkanen from range. Also has the tools to challenge inside.
Lowry against Dunn. The pass to Gasol. Now Powell. Three-pointer on the way. Good on the three-point shot. Powell's got his second basket of the game. Bulls trail by 20. Outside, Levine. Inside, Gasol with the steal. Now running, there comes Lowry pushing the ball up. Here's Siakam. Porter with a block. Dunn left side. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Toronto leading by 20. In the corner, Powell with it. From outside, off the mark.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Yes, Levine filling out the defense makes a good decision to pull up.
Powell with it. He's got 5. Here's Siakam. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. Chicago the foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The first one falls. Well, Steve, when you look at the core of this Raptors team, all in their prime to late prime.
The window is closing for this group. The team should definitely feel a sense of urgency on making the most of this opportunity.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. And Anunoby subbed in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Steve, last season, even with Robin Lopez playing 64 games, the Bulls were dead last in block shots.
Yeah, Robin averaged less than 1 block a game for the first time in 6 years. What's really sad about that, he still led the team.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And the Raptors making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
One shot.
That free throw good for Markkanen.
Last season, Toronto had a very mixed season, to say the least. Franchise record 59 wins and the top seed in the East. It all came crashing down as they were swept out of the playoffs by the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Anunoby, good.
The defense cannot afford to give him an inch that close to the basket because he will burn you every time.
Bulls trail by 19. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Porter. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. And for the Raptors last season, Steve, it was the ultimate letdown, wasn't it, to have the season end like it did against Cleveland?
Sure was. The team kept insisting things were different last year, and this was their time. Wasn't the case at all. They fell again to the Cavaliers.
Whoa!
Beautiful. Woo. Beautiful. An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Lets it go from 14.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
The Raptors making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Young's checked in for Carter. Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky subbed in for Levine. Satoransky the pass to Valentine. To the paint. Here's Young. Markkanen kicks to Valentine. Five to shoot. Now the dish to Young. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. And here are the Raptors now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Passes it to Johnson. Out left to the wing. Here's Van Vliet. Satoransky covering. Here's Ibaka. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Ibaka's got 8 points.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
Pass to Blakeney. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. For Chicago, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One shot.
Raptors leading by 12. Pass to Van Vliet for 3. Drops in the tray. He's got 8.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Blakeney. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Basket good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Van Vliet. Satoransky covering. The pass to Lloyd. And here's Johnson outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Now Valentine. He has 7. Count it. Good.
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
Toronto's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Pass to Anunoby. On the wing, Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
Here's Blakeney. He kicks it to Markkanen. Pass to Blakeney. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Serge Ibaka, known for his defense since he came into the league. Still a very capable shot blocker. He has good strength, and he can guard post players much bigger than him.
Now, here's Satoransky. He has 5. Pass to Blakeney. Now, here is Young. 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Markkanen, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Markkanen's got 7 now in this quarter. Well, with Ibaka, it's the toughness. He's definitely a scrapper for the team.
And that role goes beyond just banging bodies down low. He'll get into the face of opposing players, and he can get in their heads as well. It's just part of the role that he plays for this team.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. 11-point game. Blakeney passes to Valentine, and the lead is down inside single digits. Valentine's got 9.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Toronto calls timeout. Well, it feels quite a while ago that the Bulls put up 72 wins in a regular season.
Well, the Warriors beat that mark 2 decades later, and that was a few years ago. But give the Bulls credit. They've been trying to put together a contender. It's just kind of hard to find another Michael Jordan.
Carter, he's checked in for Markkanen. Here's Van Vliet. Satoransky covering. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Raptors have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The pass to Blakeney. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
And last season, a very strong rookie campaign, Greg, for OG Anunoby.
You know, the team quickly learned that they could rely on him offensively. And it's rare to have a team trust someone taken 23rd overall that quickly. Surprised a lot of people with how efficient he was on offense right out of the gate. And I think you're going to see him continue to grow in that regard.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Bulls trail by 12. 1:29 left in the third. Pushing it up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Thaddeus Young. And the first one drops. Dunn, he's checked in for Chicago. Second free throw, no good. Bulls trail by 13. To the middle. Here's Carter. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 5th assist in this one. Toronto's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Passes it to Miller. Here's Anunoby. Back to Miller. Pass to McCaw. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. And the Raptors lead by 13. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Young. Dunn right side. And the basket by Blakeney. Blakeney's got 9 points here in the second half.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Here's Van Vliet. 8 points for him. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
Yeah, so many of these can go either way. Very difficult for the screener to stay 100% motionless.
And Young kicks to Carter. Dunn outside. Lets it go from 14. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Miller, the pass to Van Vliet. And the Raptors tack on 2 more. Got the shot! He
Just
caught it!
No better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that.
Yeah. And you see his teammates love it. They love it.
Free points at the buzzer.
How in the world did he get that one to go?
And so it's the Toronto Raptors going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. To start a 3-game homestand with that game. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Young. And it's Carter in at the center position.
You know, this is where Dunn's best, shooting the jumper.
Toronto leading by 8. Right side Gasol, and the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Lowry against Dunn. Porter with the steal.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
That's off contact. Really good body control. You like to see Zach playing physical.
Tipped away. There's Hollis Jefferson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Outside, Levine. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Gasol's in the post. He's against Young. It's Powell on the wing. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Chris Dunn taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves, He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
Siakam is checked in for the Raptors.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Greg, you look at Dunn. It can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
A great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely.
And really, Lowry has made his career off delivering through contact. Really one of the strongest point guards in this league.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Outside Lowry. Powell with it. Now defended by LaVine. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. And here is Dunn. Kicks to Young. Back to Dunn. On the wing, LaVine. 6 to shoot. Back to Dunn. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Not the easiest guy to stick. Chris Dunn's quickness puts defenders in difficult spots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
We've seen real improvement from Chris Dunn at the free throw line. Used to be his Achilles heel.
So he gets them both. Powell with it. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Now done. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Young. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Lowry kicks to Siakam, and it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Bulls making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. And here are the Raptors now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And for that matchup against the Nets, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Free throw drops for Lowry.
Kyle Lowry has always been so consistent at getting himself to the free throw line.
And so Lowry nails both of them. Bulls trail by 7. Dunn outside. He kicks it to Levine. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. And that's now 21 points for Zach LaVine. Toronto's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. The pass to Lowry. Fires the 3. It's good. At that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Powell with the steal. And the dunk by Powell.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing. You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
Siakam passes to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Siakam. Over Porter. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Markkanen's got 8 rebounds in this game. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Markkanen's got 10 points in just the second half.
This is where Markkanen is lethal. Good balance off the catch, smooth mechanics, soft touch.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. The first one falls. And he makes the first, but misses the second. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 7. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Zach LaVine won back-to-back dunk contests in 2015 and 2016. The second one against Eric Gordon, an all-time classic.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Dr. J said it best. Zach LaVine is among the greatest performers in dunk contest history.
LaVine doesn't actually dunk a whole lot in regular games, but when he gets out in transition, though, step back.
And so LaVine nails both of them.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Lowry up top. Dunn covering. Here's Siakam. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
creating a size mismatch in close. That's the kind of thing you're working for.
Bulls trail by 7. Dunn outside. Markkanen in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. The Raptors have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Powell finds Lowry, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Kyle has a way of getting into a defender and drawing a foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And Kyle Lowry drops them both. Bulls trail by 6. Dunn outside. Pass to Levine. Now here's Dunn. Shot clock at 5. Levine dishes to Dunn. That shot off. Good work defensively by Lowry. Over Porter. Porter with a block. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Payne, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Anunoby, he's checked in for the Raptors. Down low, here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Since day one, there was never any doubt that Markkanen could score, but we didn't know he'd be this prolific.
Pass to Gasol. Here's Siakam. And the Raptors miss again.
And that's rough. He did have 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
And Levine throws it down.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Here's Powell. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Carter. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Young's checked in for Carter. The free throw drops for Powell. Bulls trail by 5. Dunn kicks to Porter. Back to Dunn. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Goes up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They double him with Payne. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Toronto has possession. Raptors leading by 7. To the paint, here's Powell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Dunn. Pass to Young. Tipped away. Kick out to Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Dunn. He's covered closely.
You don't want your best shooter heaving up that shot.
No, not at all. Coach is not going to like that one.
And it's Payne in the corner. To the inside. Gasol. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
You just can't bite on Gasol's pump fake. When you do, he makes you look downright silly. You have to love what Marc Gasol gives you offensively. Can score facing up, back to the basket, and one of the best passing centers in the game.
First free throw is good. And talking about Gasol, also an impact guy on the defensive end of the floor.
Yes, Kevin, he has the size, the length, and the instincts. Defensive Player of the Year in 2013, a true cornerstone for your team.
And Toronto making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Gasol hits them both.
It's interesting, Gasol entered the league as a big guy with raw tools. Now one of the most highly skilled centers in the game.
Looking to end the run. Powell pulls it in. Raptors leading by 11. There's the pass to Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. Drills the three-pointer. Siakam's got 7 points for the quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Down low, deflects the pass. Lets it go from the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 6 assists here tonight.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Levine can't hit. Toronto's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Bulls trail by 16. Dunn up top. Young outside. Dishes it to Porter. Dunn outside. Just 5 on the clock. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Chicago now. They could use a bucket, and the layup is up and in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 12 assists. Raptors leading by 14. Powell, the pass to Siakam. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Marc Gasol.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win, and it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. Passes to Dunn. Drops in the layup for 2. Dunn's got 11 in the second half.
Chris Dunn is shifty, does the most damage with the ball in his hands, and you see why.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we're in the bonus, and we'll have to go to the line for 2. Bulls making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in. And he sinks the second. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Young. Pass to Markkanen. On the wing, Levine. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Attacking with purpose. Levine takes the contact, finishes strong, now goes to the line for one more.
One shot.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Toronto working the ball around now. Hollis Jefferson passes to Siakam. Over Porter. Siakam misses.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Raptors.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Marc Gasol.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. OG Anunoby's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Johnson comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Payne in for Fred VanVleet. And Gasol with the dunk.
Yeah, might as well tack on a few more points to the lead, I guess. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
Never much doubt on how this one's going to go. They just totally outworked them today.
Pass to Markkanen. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
Anunoby kicks to Johnson. No good with the triple. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And here are the Raptors now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Gasol finds Payne. Johnson outside. And here is Powell. The dish now to Payne. Left side Gasol. Johnson from outside. Misses. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Serge, big win tonight. Now, people may think you have some easy games on the schedule, but you did not play easy tonight.
Because we know where we want to go, That's why we was focused tonight. We try to finish strong.
And it was a strong performance, Serge. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.